What's up guys, Justin the WOD Nutritionist here. Here at CBG we help you lose body fat, build muscle, crush your WODs without tracking macros. If you're doing 4 to 5 WODs per week and you want to look like it, hit that subscribe button for weekly videos from me and my team. Today's topic is going to be about why adding in more workouts, extra WODs, more running is likely not going to get you to the body you want, looking like you actually do CrossFit. I'm going to go over exactly what you can do to start getting the results you want and how calories are burned throughout the day and how our human physiology works. I want you guys to look at this graph here. This is a graph really showing how many calories we burn and what ways we burn those calories. So first, I want to start off with EAT. This is exercise activity thermogenesis. This is the exercise that we do. This is our WODs, this is our extra strength training, this is our extra runs, all that stuff. If our EAT, shown at the top of the graph, accounts for exercise only, it's probably around 5% of total calories burned throughout the day. Yes, it's pretty sad. And you guys know this already if you've been following this YouTube channel or us on Instagram, that we only burn 200 to 250 calories in a typical CrossFit workout. Adding in extra WODs is only going to increase this percentage a really small amount because exercise only accounts for 5% of how our body typically burns calories. So those of you adding in extra WODs, adding in more workouts is not really going to make a huge difference when it comes to fat loss and certainly not building muscle. I'm going to go through a couple of other ways we burn calories and what you can do to actually start getting the body of your dreams and actually look like you do 4 to 5 watts per week. The second way that we burn calories is thermic effect of food. We burn about 10% of our calories from the thermic effect of food, and the way that this works is when we eat food, our body has to process it, has to break it down, absorb it, and distribute it to working muscle tissue and for a variety of other functions to keep our organs going. It takes energy to digest, absorb, chew, and do all these things with food. That is the thermic effect of food. So just eating alone helps us burn about 10% of the calories that we usually burn in a day. Pretty cool. The highest macronutrient and the largest thermic effect of food is from protein because it takes a really long time for our body to process protein, digest it, absorb it, and get it to where it needs to go. So keep this in mind when you're hitting your protein goal and really lengthening that thermic effect of food. So this is how we burn 10% of our calories. If we want to burn more calories, thermic effect of food, eat more protein and hit your protein goal consistently. The third way is NEAT, which is non-exercise activity thermogenesis. So before we went through how many calories we burn doing exercise, which is about 5% of our total daily calories burned. Then we went through thermic effect of food, which is about 10%. Our NEAT, we burn about 15%. 15% of our calories burned come from non-exercise activity thermogenesis. This is like what I'm doing right now. I'm not exercising, but I'm moving around, I'm filming this, I'm doing non-exercise things, but I'm still burning calories. This is how we burn 15% of our calories. So how can you do and increase your non-exercise activity thermogenesis? Do more non-exercise things. Go for walks, make sure you go up and down the steps instead of taking the elevator. When you go to the fridge, you put in your plate into the microwave. All of these different things moving around throughout the day are non-exercise activity thermogenesis. When you're flipping through the channels on Netflix, when you bring your dogs outside, right? When you put food in their bowl, these are all ways that we're still burning calories because our body's still moving. And that accounts for about 15% of total calories burned throughout a day. The way we burn 70% of our calories throughout the day is through something called BMR, which is our basal metabolic rate. And we burn about 70% of our calories to this. Pretty cool. Now, what is BMR? BMR is basically how many calories we burn laying down flat, doing absolutely nothing, or when you're sleeping. That accounts for 70% of the calories that we burn throughout a day. You're probably wondering, well, Justin, why the hell do we burn so many calories just doing nothing? You have to remember, even though you're physically not moving or doing anything, your body's organs are still functioning. It's still keeping you alive. And this is what we're doing for the majority of the day. We're kind of just laying around or we're sleeping. This is what we do. And so you're going to burn a lot of calories there. Also, keep in mind that total amount of muscle you have on your body, it needs to keep being fed, needs to keep going. And so therefore, our body's burning calories when we're doing nothing, when we're just laying down sleeping, right? We're not even thinking, we're not doing anything. We're still burning calories to keep our body functioning, active, and alive. So BMR is how we burn the most calories throughout the day and accounts for 70%. So let's go over ways we can improve our BMR. The first and best way to improve BMR is building more muscle. Muscle is a very expensive metabolic tissue, and more you have on you, the more calories you're going to burn at rest. This is why we say it's so important when you're losing body fat, that you keep as much muscle as possible. The people with more muscle, it's a lot easier for them to lose weight and to lose fat in general because they have more muscle on them and their body's still operating at a higher level and burning more calories than someone with less muscle. If you're thinking about increasing the total number of calories burned throughout a day by doing absolutely nothing, build more muscle. The other 15% of NEAT, our non-exercise activity thermogenesis, do things throughout the day. Stand at your desk when you're at work instead of sitting. Stand up when you're watching TV. Fold your clothes while you're watching TV. Go for a walk. Bring the dogs outside for a walk instead of just putting them outside in the backyard. These are all ways to improve and increase our non-exercise activity thermogenesis, which accounts for 15%. Thermic effect of food. Best way to increase our thermic effect of food, which is the calories we burn from actually eating, is through incorporating more protein, because protein has the highest thermic effect of food. And lastly, EAT, which is exercise activity thermogenesis, only counts for 5%. And to be honest, it's probably not worth doing more exercise for just a couple extra percentage of calories burned. So instead, focus on those other things. The most important thing ahead of all of this is how we burn calories. But losing weight, looking better, getting leaner, building muscle, getting stronger depends mostly on our nutrition. So make sure that the calories you're having equated to the total amount of calories burned lined up with your goals. If you don't know how to do this, go to Instagram at CBG_online_nutrition. DM me the word AI. I will give you our free AI blueprint. It's going to show you the total amount of calories you need for doing 4 to 5 watts per week. And then it's going to show you how to break down everything into portion sizes so that you never have to track macros ever again. And it's going to be fully customized for you. And it's totally free. So send me the word AI on Instagram and I'll send it over to you. I hope this helps, guys. Quit adding in more running, quit adding in more watts to lose weight, focus on nutrition, build more muscle, eat more protein, and do more things around your house. Quit being lazy. I hope this helps and we'll talk soon. WOD Nutritionist out.